Here's a quick look at the Tulsa real estate market and what's been happening in the metro area. People ask questions all the time, like what's the housing market look like? And you can look at general information and see how prices may be going up or down, but what really causes that? And here is really the crux of the whole matter. So in my most recent edition of the Baskin Report, the printed version, I had this graph, and it shows here, you'll see the mortgage crisis and recovery back around 2008, the spike in number of homes that are available. And this would be considered month supply of inventory, sometimes called MSI. And what this is showing is if you stopped listing, if nobody put a new house on the market or any house on the market in the metro area today, and they kept selling at the same pace, how long would it take? How many months would it take to sell all the inventory? So that's what's considered month supply of inventory. And we can see here where it was like really high there for a little while, it was 10 months. And then during COVID, you come over, fast forward here to recent years, and you see where the inventory got really low and people were bidding prices up much higher. So everything had multiple offers. And now we're returning to a much more normal supply of inventory, and this right here is actually very healthy. A lot of people might be saying, "Oh, the market's slowing down," or it's getting bad, and really you can see from a historical standpoint that this is not bad at all, and it's actually giving buyers more time to think through a process. Sellers still get a good price, but let me fast forward again from this graph. We take a look at just a simple 7-day market watch. Now this comes out of the MLS, and I took a snapshot of it here for us real quick. And it's about a 25-mile radius of Tulsa. And you'll see and this again is 7 days. This is not a longer term picture. It gives us a quick pulse. 305 new listings, so new houses that came on the market. 295 of them had a price decrease. Now, that's not of the 305, that's of the full several thousand that are available. 295 of them in the past 7 days had a price decrease. And 277, these are the key things to watch here, 277 went under contract, and then those that had been under contract, 254 of them have closed. So you can see where the new listings is slightly outpacing for this 7-day period, the pendings and closed, and that's what we have to watch to see, is there a trend that's going to be developing longer term? If it were to keep up, then we're going to end up with more and more houses on the market, and then home sellers will have to be more and more aggressive with their price. And this is why you want to watch those carefully. Some of this can just be seasonal. It can be coming out of spring or going into winter, or what holidays are, and people taking a break in the summer. And demand doesn't really go away. It just slightly shifts. So that's a little bit of insight in what we look at when we're trying to figure out, should we be more aggressive on a price? How long is that going to take in order to get a particular price if we're waiting for all of our competition to sell? And some key factors that every time you're selling a piece of property, it's all local. So we're looking at the metro area, but your particular neighborhood can be different, because you might have a one-story. You might have a one-story with a pool on a half-acre and a 3-car garage. Well, you start adding those specifics into the search criteria, and a home buyer might not have many choices. So you might stand out as a house that gets that premium price. Other times you can have lots of competition. And remember, always connect with a qualified, competent real estate professional, somebody who knows your market, knows your current circumstances. And you can always reach out to us at the Baskin Real Estate Specialists at eXp Realty. And make sure you are connecting with us through the Baskin Report. Find us online. If you want to receive a copy mailed to you, it's a free publication and something that we like to put lots of community information in, including local real estate news and what's happening with your real estate value. So you can connect with me personally, 918-732-9732. Thanks for watching.